So I'm only here so I won't get fined. Um, I have other things to do, like sit up here and watch movies all damn day. Watch The Simpsons all day. Complain about the gas prices and stuff like that. But I'm here because I don't want to get fined. That's just that. That's the only reason why I'm here. Okay. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Saturday. Um, I am kind of. The reason I came in here, I ain't gonna be on here long because nobody got time for this. Okay, even if you don't work on Saturdays, you would like to at least spend some of that Saturday at the club. So I want to talk about a few things that has popped off overnight, honey. Um, I might go into some things that are in my stash. I don't know. Some of the things in my stash I'm gonna talk about in my podcast. So I hope you guys are having a lovely Saturday. I think Saturday is beautiful. Let me tell y'all something. I stayed up last night to 3 o'clock in the morning. I was waiting on Mario to come to the club, right? Because Mario was supposed to be at this club in LA. And so they were nice enough to live stream. So I watched the live stream for about 3 hours. And I was up to 3 in the morning. So over there it's like 12. So it finally came because I was keeping track of if Mario was coming to that club or not, or if he just made a decision and was like, I'm sick of this, because you gotta understand when you get to a certain age, the club is just not where it's at no more. Okay, clubs are not fun no more. I mean, I had went to grandma's basement parties that were more fun. So I waited, and then as soon as something happened, I think they turned the live feed off. Then I went to Mario's Instagram, and Mario was at the club. I was like, not y'all turn the live feed off when Mario came. So y'all trash for that, okay? The reason some people were at that live is because they wanted to see Mario. And for you to turn that live off when Mario was about to come into the club just is beyond me. That pissed me off. Another thing that's pissing me off is this whole Fiverr thing. Why are they asking you to do virtual assistant jobs where you list houses on a veil? So we're gonna talk about bitter ass Ari. Okay, so I told y'all yesterday, um Tyena's birthday. It was Tyena's birthday, so she got beautiful flowers, these gorgeous flowers from G Herbo, right? So look at the flowers. I want y'all to say oohs and ahs. These are beautiful flowers. Oh. Can't do that. But yeah, these are the beautiful flowers Taina got for her birthday, okay? All right. So somebody stinking ass thought she should get flowers for her birthday too. Granted, her birthday is in June, July. I don't know which psychopath cancer she is, but she is. And she thought that she should get flowers too. So Moneybag Yo bought into her bullshit and gave the funky ass bitch some flowers. This woman is so damn toxic. This is toxic. And this is why you sit up here, you got mad, you got upset that with this whole thing, you talking about it's about my son. Girl, it's not about your son, it's about you toxic. You toxic as hell. This is why this man beat your ass. You're toxic. Okay? Let me see. Do I have anything else dealing with that? There's some weird stuff going on. But yeah, she's toxic, she's bitter, she's unhappy, she's a miserable cunt. Nothing's good gonna ever come to her. Nothing good is gonna ever happen to her. She's not gonna have a good life. I already told y'all that. I said that. I told y'all this stinking heifer. She's a stinking heifer. That's what she is. She's stank. Okay? And her thing is, she's mad that he didn't treat her like he treats Taina. And she feels like she wants to come into this whole thing saying he's breaking up the family. Honey, he was never your husband. You're his baby mama. He didn't break up nothing that wasn't already broken to begin with. It was broken. You called the police on him. Once he called the police on him, that's kind of done. I mean, so yeah, nobody feels bad for you. Nobody feels bad for her at all. She's an awful person. Nothing good is gonna ever happen to her in her life. She's gonna mess up the blessings that she have. So yeah. Let's talk about something else that's been going on, okay? Girl. So this is from Ball Alert, and it says 6 severed heads reportedly left on car roof in Mexico as a warning to others. This will happen to anyone who messes around. Mexican authorities discovered the mutilated bodies of 6 people on Thursday in vehicles in southern Mexico. It's the latest gruesome discovery in a country gripped by gang-related violence. Officials say the severed heads of 6 men were discovered on top of a Volkswagen abandoned on a busy boulevard in Chalipa del Alvarez, along with a sign strung up from 2 trees. The sign read, in Chalapa, selling crystal, kidnapping, extortion, and stealing are strictly prohibited. This is what happens to anyone who messes around. This type of communication is becoming the staple as a mutilated body dumped in the public or hung from bridges have increased in Mexico in recent years as criminal gangs dole out their own capital punishment to intimidate and antagonize their rivals. More than 340,000 people have been killed across the country in a wave of bloodshed since the government deployed the army to fight drug cartels in 2006. So, I have a question about this. I have a big question about this because I feel like, how did it get here? How did it get to this point to where the gangs are the authority now and they have to tell other gangs, hey, you steal something from us, you take anything from us, you're dead. Like, how did it get to this point? I don't quite understand why. I never understood gang violence. I mean, I understand the violence. I don't understand the killing. Like, why are you taking a life for? What's the purpose of that? So this is some scary stuff going on over there in Mexico. So yeah, piss somebody off if you want to on spring break. Y'all remember the whole list of things I read about McDonald's and what was in the McDonald's chicken nuggets, and we found out there was no chicken in the chicken nuggets. We are now finding out that Skippy's is recalling thousands of peanut butter jars for contamination of steel metal pieces. On Wednesday, Hormel Foods Skippy parent company announced the recall will affect roughly 60,000 jars of peanut butter The recall includes Skippy reduced fat creamy peanut butter, reduced fat chunky peanut butter, and creamy chunky butter with plant protein. It says, we apologize to our fans for this inconvenience. Skippy said, our company is committed to product quality and will continue to invest in our process to ensure the quality and wholesomeness of our product. What the hell is going on in unsanitariness right now? So we found out McDonald's chicken nuggets didn't have no chicken in it. Today I got an Uber. Yes, now I'm complaining even more about Uber. I'm over it. The dude hand me my food with the open bag. I want to punch him into next week and get him on Tuesday and run him over with a car. That's gross. People, we're still in a somewhat pandemic. Okay? Allegedly. Everything's wrong with the food. It's almost like we got to go back to home grass roots and start growing our own plants and growing our own food because this is crazy. Now Bruno Mars can't say smooth big draw Skippy. Skippy ain't smooth no more. This is in my backyard, yo. Yeah, I said this is in my backyard. Investigators seized millions of doses of drugs, enough fentanyl to kill 125,000 people in Georgia. Thousands of doses of potentially deadly fentanyl will never make it into a local neighborhood. It says Georgia Bureau of Investigation posted on Facebook they seized a stash of drugs in Gwinnett County. The haul includes 65 kilos of methamphetamine, 1 kilo of heroin, 1/4 kilo of fentanyl, and 3 guns. The GBI said their gang task force followed tips on gang activity and worked with their partners to find the drugs. This could simply be your Karen in a neighborhood that has this going on, to be quite honest with you. Y'all always look into okay, that was a personal post. I thought it was a video like of the reporter, what the reporter was saying. Or is it? Oh yeah, it is. Is it?
5,000 lethal doses of fentanyl. Okay, yeah, GBI posted this picture, which they say is millions of doses of drugs, and they did not say if anybody was arrested in the bust. Take a look right here at this massive drug bust in Gwinnett County. Police found 65 kilograms of meth, 1 kilo of heroin, and 125,000 lethal doses of fentanyl. The GBI posted this picture, which they say is millions of doses of drugs, and they did not say if anybody was arrested in the bust. Take a look right here at this massive drug bust.
This is... We're going to go straight to the article, actually. So I'm going to go to TMZ's Instagram, and I'm going to go straight to the article, what they just did, and talk about what's up. By the way, y'all heard about Bruce Willis? While we're on this, let's talk about Bruce Willis. Have y'all heard about Bruce Willis? And then I heard someone say that he's been declining for years. You just never know what people are going through. People always assume, like he's one of those people who was an action star. He's an action hero. Oops, before I start this video, I already got the video going and everything. But I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, he's one of those action stars, and you just never thought it would be him that will be going through what he's going through. Like you would never thought that it would that this would happen, or that he was sharp. He wasn't sharp or anything like that. So, you know, to Bruce Will and family, I hope, you know, I pray. I don't know exactly. I don't know. I don't understand the because I know what he has, and I know the condition that he has. I'm not quite sure how it works. Um, but they say he's been on the decline for years. So we'll talk about that. But let's talk about this weird stuff first. And I'll be telling y'all on my podcast that aliens exist and y'all don't listen. Okay. Let me play this.
All right, I was just going for my morning walk on the beach, and I've stumbled across something weird. This is like one of those things you see when people claim that they found aliens. Look at it.
Oh my God! What the?
Is that? So, yeah, there it is. I don't know.
First,
looks like a D head. I don't know. There it is. Yeah, there it is. So, yeah, that's that.
Let's stop right here. This low key could be a seal. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. This low key could just randomly be a seal who head got bit off. Okay, but or a science experiment that they're working on in some lab somewhere. I don't know. I can't tell you, but I don't know what that is. To me, it feels like the man is more concerned about his face getting out there, and I guess he think he's gonna get discovery points for this because he kept showing his fucking face like somebody wanted to care about looking at his face. No, sir, we want to look at the weird thing that you're showing us. Nobody cares about your face. Sorry. But it's like it looks like the skin was eaten off the head, but the remainder of the skin is still in the head. So it's almost like some animal tried to eat on it. It was like, what the hell is I'm eating? And then stopped eating it. What is that? What is that? Cardi B's voice. What's that? It could be a rat seal hybrid. I don't know. It's weird. Is this the stuff that chicken nuggets are made out of? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. McDonald's, don't sue me. Well, we good. Is this Amber Waves a grave? Oh god. Is it Soylent Green? Yeah. Crazy part is I ate a chicken sandwich from Panera Bread. The fact that it was a chicken sandwich from Panera Bread to me is the weird part. I was like, since when y'all make chicken sandwiches? So I got a chicken sandwich from Panera Bread, and I'm weirded out. To be honest with you, y'all be mad at vegans for being vegan, but at this point, it's given we should all be vegan. We don't know what meat we're eating. We don't know what the hell this is. Pretty sure somebody gonna chop it up and make it into a hamburger. So RIP to this poor creature that was probably abused and used and is gonna get eaten by Americans who are gonna assume that it's chicken nuggets. Let's keep it moving. I want to talk about this Bruce Willis thing. I don't know what it is that he has. Maybe we'll look it up while we're on this live. I don't know what it is that he has. I never heard of it before. It feels like they come up with something new every year that people have another condition. I've never heard of it before. So it's called aphasia. Aphasia. Okay. I don't know why this looks so big. I guess this is how TMZ do it. It says Bruce Willis thanked by aphasia organization helping spread awareness. Says Bruce Willis is educating the world about aphasia by opening up a discussion that wasn't there before, according to organization that supported the causes. The National Aphasia Association saw an unexpected 30,000 hits on their website just an hour after Willis family broke the news on Instagram. So says Darlene Williamson, president and chairman of the board of directors. The goal of NAA is making those with aphasia feel accepted in the community, and Bruce's family announcement is decreasing the stigma behind the disease. Darlene says they've received several modest donations since the news of Bruce's diagnosis. Some of the donations come with personal notes in Bruce's honor. Justin Knight, the executive director of Triangle Aphasia Project Unlimited, tells us as one of the worst things those with the disease could do is stay isolated. By now, people are opening up about their experience after seeing a celebrity in the same position as them. Justin said they've seen a recent uptick in visitors online with their Facebook page, receiving over 4,000 users a day compared to less than 100 before Bruce news broke. So that's good that they're getting support. But let's see what it is. So aphasia is a comprehension and communication, reading, speaking, or writing disorder resulting from damage or injury to a specific area in the brain. Okay, so it says very common, more than 3 million cases per year. Treatment can help manage condition. No known cure. Require lab tests or imaging. A lifelong condition. It common for ages 60 and older. So y'all be careful with those head injuries. Because that's what seems to be damaging head injury. It's coming from a head injury or damaging. So this is kind of sad. This is very sad. Okay, so let's go back to my saved page. We'll talk about Burger King. I know today I've been dragging fast food restaurants, but please hear me out, okay? And I'm not tired or I'm not taking any Benadryl or anything like that, which people say, oh, you should take Benadryl for your sinuses. No, because I'm already feeling drowsy from not taking Benadryl. And I don't want to sleep all day. I don't like sleeping all day. That's stuff that has to be done. So Burger King is sued for exaggerating sandwich sizes in ads. This is how you know people. Okay, I was not. Should I say this? I might get. I don't want to. Burger King sandwiches always seem a little big to me. Okay. So it says Burger King is under fire for false advertisement that showed the burger size larger than reality. For plaintiffs. For plaintiffs filed a class action lawsuit against the food chain this week, according to the Food and Wine. The U.S. District Court in Miami lawsuit is asked for damages for the plaintiffs and anyone else who fell for the allegedly inflated burger pics. The legal team asked Burger King to swap the photos for realistic patties. I'm going to say this one thing. Why do y'all not understand that things are going to always be falsely advertised? The Burger King commercial is making you feel like the burger is supposed to be bigger than your head, but do you really want to eat that much greasy ass fat meat? It's supposed to look like it's big, and the real life burger to me is big. South Florida Sun Sentinel alleges that the Burger King used oversized and inaccurate pictures to advertise and illustrate the Whopper sandwiches, which deceives many to expect a larger burger. Since September 2017, the burgers in the ads appear to increase by approximately 35%, and although the size in the ad increased, the recipe for their beef patties never increased, the lawsuit alleges. The lawsuit reads, Burger King actions are especially concerning now that inflation, food, and meat prices are very high, and many consumers, especially lower income consumers, are struggling financially. Burger King promises to consumers of a larger portion of food with their purchases, also causing consumers to come to or order from Burger King and make purchases that would not have others make otherwise made. Once again, it's advertisement. They're supposed to advertise you. This thing is huge. I don't understand. Are we living in a day society where everybody's a million bajillion? It's like the one thing I thought was funny. I don't know. I hate always making references to this, but to me, it was like I never had the idea or never thought that they were tall. But it was like fans were mad when they went to B2K meet and greets and realized that B2K were little people. I was like, they're supposed to advertise them looking big, okay? And they probably were taller than you when they were younger because you were probably younger than them or your little girl or something like that. So it's like, how you gonna be mad at people exaggerating how they look? Or mad at a sandwich and how it looks? This is crazy. How you gonna be mad about that? You ain't got no business eating at Burger King anyway. We got some in the refrigerator. This right here is this tops a lot for me. It's like not the strip club trying to show that it has morals. So y'all know this thing right here in the big sunglasses, fake crying. She was pretending to be Tyrese Sampson's cousin. And people were sending her donations because they thought she was close to the family. She was at the balloon release visual, candlelight visual. She was sitting up there crying. People were sitting up there emotionally supporting her and everything. And she got everybody thinking that she was related to Tyree. And she's a fraud. So today, the strip club she worked at has fired her. Oh, let's go into detail into what happened. Cause even strip clubs have its boundaries, okay? Even a strip club is like, look, it's one thing to dance in front of grown men naked, but for you to go and have a candlelight visual for a child you don't know, that's it. We cut it here. That's it. She lost her good paying job. That's a good job. Seriously. Like, that is a job I'll be heartbroken to lose. Strippers get paid very well. She must have been the worst dancing stripper. Okay, so this is what the I think the owner of the strip club said, and it says, "You are so out of line. You're causing me so much distraught with my business because of your action. Please stay away from me and my business. If I put a restraining order on you today." It said if I put it okay, so that's what it said. It says, "Good afternoon. My name is Willie. Of course your name is Willie. I own flash dancers, and it's sad and unfortunate that what happened to that young man. But what this girl has done is unacceptable, and we will not tolerate any type of action of that kind of conduct. This is a text of what I sent that individual that claimed to be the cousin of that young man. Did what she did. I don't know what in the psychopath is going on here.
Job and I got some money and I brought it back out. And I said, what you finna do? He said, I want to get on the swing on International. I said, okay, ride it twice and ride it for me too. And he called me back about 7 minutes later. He said, I'm too big, I can't ride. So I said, go try another one. That's when he came to try the slingshot, and he said they told him he was too big for that. So he said, well, cousin, it's another ride, I'm gonna try it out. I said, okay. And he called me, he said, they let
this psychopath weirdo. What the hell? And to me, it just seemed like she's fighting back laughter. Like, what in a psychopath is going on here? Like, who does that? This family just lost their child. And you over here doing a freaking candlelight visual in a balloon release. And taking donations. So you must be a very low paid stripper, honey, for you to be doing that. Because strippers get paid. You done lost a nice paying job, fool. She a psychopath. She's a psychopath for that. And the strip club's like, no, you ain't gonna be dancing tonight. Sorry. That's just not happening. Let me see, do I have anything else that I have not shared that I want to share? I don't know why this stuff. I'm over this. Okay. Get rid of that. This. I didn't share this yesterday. And it's very disturbing. This is when you know you got it bad with a drug. Like, that's bad. This is bad. I don't know what he thought was going to happen. Okay, so it says a Bronx man nearly loses his penis after injecting it with cocaine. Now, this is how you know this is an addiction so bad to where you're injecting your private parts with it. Okay, it says a man nearly lost his penis after injecting it with cocaine, which left it black and rotted. While not much is known about the male's identity, the Sun reported that the doctors at the Bronx Care Hospital were stunned when the 35-year-old turned up in the emergency room in complete agony. He told staff that he spent 3 days in excruciating pain after he injected cocaine directly into the dorsal vein of his penis, which ran the full length of the shaft. The patient admitted to injecting it at the site multiple times. However, this was the first time the penis injection was nearly fatal. The man had a long-standing drug problem and resorted to injecting cocaine into his penis once all the injection sites were damaged. That means they can't take blood from him neither, because that means he used all his veins in his arm. Like he had no good veins in his arms, and he had no good veins nowhere else, and he only had a good veins in his. That's bad. Once doctors examined him and they discovered that the penis was essentially rotten away with ulcers, neurosis, and a foul-smelling serious discharge oozing from the dying tissue. The skin around the scrotum was peeling away at the base of his penis. Despite the horrible condition of his pogo stick, the patient refused surgery to cut out the dying tissue. With no other option, doctor quickly placed him on IV of antibiotics and began wound care, which showed improved in his moribund penis. What? This is scary to me. So apparently there's a video right here. This is a video. Oh no, it's just showing like that. That's scary. That's scary to be that addicted to something to where you start damaging your privates. Like, I can't. Ow. Well, if I have anything else I want to show. I want to give my opinion on this case. Well, I'm going to give my opinion on this right here. I know this is old news, but it's good news. Well, not good news. It's not good at all. Because I know last year they did the Millennium Tour. I did not attend. And there was only 3 members of Pretty Ricky. And so the whole time I just kept asking people. I kept asking on my Instagram. I kept asking on my podcast. And nobody answered the question, where was Slickum? Found out magically somewhere. And it's like, well, y'all could at least told me, well, damn. Found out Slickum is in jail. I don't know why Slickum is in jail, but, Slickum was in jail. Only 3 members of Pretty Ricky was on the Millennium Tour last year. But it has been known throughout, since this pandemic has started, that Blue was going to go to jail for PPP loan scam. Isn't it? Yeah, PP loan fraud. So he'll be doing 20 months in prison. So that's almost about 2 years. Let me say this. I don't get it. Yeah, I do also know that he got shot at too. He got shot at, and it was almost a deadly situation. He got really shot at, and he got bad. So I'm gonna say this. I'm not defending him because I didn't even get a PP loan. I didn't get a triple P loan. So but I understand why people get loans, and I understand that, but to get a loan and not understand like the reasoning behind it, which is business, is crazy. Now, to me, it baffles me that he would do something like that because he was on the first Millennium Tour. And I don't quite understand why he felt the need to do that. And then you look at the chain on his neck and you see where the money went. So this is all about lifestyle and how you need to be careful with lifestyle. Um, we see when you get out, friend. Oops. All right. This is another thing I want to talk about. I already told y'all about this whole teaching thing. This is why I'm not a teacher. Okay. It said a South Florida school teacher undergoes surgery after 5-year-old special needs student allegedly attacks her. I have a family member that works with special need kids. Girl, okay, it says a teacher in Florida was left dazed and unresponsive after a 5-year-old student attacked her after they were placed in a cool down room. Officials told NBC News on Monday first responders found a teacher sitting on the ground against the wall, looking as if she was in a faint state at Pine Lakes Elementary School. According to Pembroke Pines Police Department, the woman was clearly weak and dazed and was able to blink and breathe regularly. But at no point was she able to vocally respond and show signs of response. The woman's state comes after placing a 5-year-old boy in a cool down room after he was reportedly removed from class for throwing things around and flipping chairs. When the child was taken to the empty room, that's when the child allegedly attacked the teacher. The news outlet reported the child had special needs. The woman suffered a severe concussion after the child allegedly pounced on her. She then fell backwards and smacked her head. Ooh. NBC News reported the one was immediately taken to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood. After being treated, she was released. I wonder if the little boy was verbal, like if he could speak. And if he couldn't speak, it's probably frustrating for him to communicate. But it's bad on a child, and it's bad on the teacher because all she's trying to do is help this child. So she took the child to a cool down room, like he started throwing chairs, and he attacked her. So she was trying to do her job, and the kid attacked her. What do you do with that? And like I said, I wonder if the kid was verbal, if he could communicate what was wrong and what was bothering him. Um, that like this is a job that's not for the faint of hearts. It's not for people, and you can't be a teacher with a bad temperament. And that's my issue. I have a bad temper. Like me and him would both be going at it. Okay, I would have thrown his little ass out the window. We've been fighting. And yes, I understand that the child has special needs. I would totally understand it. Like you do understand the child. So yes, I understand it, but what you're not gonna do is give me a concussion. That's what you're not going to do. That's why I say this job is for special people with special temperaments, because this like I said, the lady tried her best. The teacher did her best. I don't know what triggered this child. I don't know if he is verbal or not. So I don't know the reason why he had the tantrum. But she tried her best. And it backfired on this poor lady. And this is scary. This is scary. We already talked about this. I was looking for this video a month ago and I couldn't find it, and now I found the video. So now I'm mad. I don't know what's up with Rack 100 has been saying a lot of out of pocket things recently. I don't know what's going on. This was what everybody was giving an opinion on the whole Pete Davidson thing. I don't have an opinion on it. I told y'all I don't feel like any of this shit is real. Let's move right along. Let's talk about this. I want to talk about this. Now, to all the father and son duos out there, is it normal for you to examine a woman's vagina with a magnifying glass? Is this sport? Is this normal? Which once again, Boosie done found another way to make money. This. I can't even get mad at how enterprising this man is. Boosie, Kodak Black, you need to take Boosie advice, okay? Because Boosie, he gonna make money regardless. He gonna make sure he is fed and everybody else around him is fed. So it says Boosie is facing backlash after he hosted a pay-per-view event called Boosie Gone Bad, which is described by his website as a live, uncensored, and uncut interactive experience. And you know it is going to be lit. Everybody and their mama gonna be on his live. Okay, they're going to this. He is going to it's going to explode over there. Cause y'all, the only reason Instagram probably shut him down because of the X-ray stuff going on was because he was doing crazy shit like this. Okay? So despite it being an exclusive viewing to only those who pay, Boosie's Instagram account was documenting some of the happenings in real time, which is where he was seen examining a woman's genitals with a magnifying glass. A screen recorded video of the Instagram live session showed Boosie and his reported 18-year-old son looking at private parts of multiple women. As would be expected on comments on Boosie action last night have been pouring in on Twitter. It says, why y'all laughing and egging Boosie on? One user asks, his actions are absolutely not funny. Never have been and never will be. They're deplorable, degrading, and disgusting, and I really want him off this social media platform and examined for his parenting. It's not funny. Yeah, but he gonna make a lot of money off that deplorable, degrading, disgusting shit he doing. Another user's commented, Boosie always got something to say about how other people parent their kids, but do the wildest shit too and with his kids. Many fans have also brought up the time when Boosie bragged about getting his son oral sex from a grown woman during the interview, saying, ask any of my nephews, ask any of them, ask my son. He said at the time, yeah, when they were 12, 13, they got head. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Hell yeah, I got my fucking son dick sucked. You fucking right. Yes, a grown woman, grown, check his ass out. That's the part that's disturbing to me, was why are you pushing a child to have sex? Oops. This is all because he didn't care for boys being gay. He came out with this. So I make sure they ain't gay. How you know that? Y'all don't like him. Y'all say he's deplorable. He's disgusting. But I bet all y'all gonna be subscribing to this crazy mess right here. It's gonna be girls gone wild in the ghetto. I already see it. It's gonna be almost like another world star. I will say that. But yeah, as much as y'all don't like deplorable people, y'all talk and say y'all don't like people like this. Y'all be the main ones going to view his stuff. So he might not be right. And he's not. I'm not gonna sit up here and say he is. But everybody gonna be there the first night he broadcast. I bet you that. Cause everybody y'all sick in the head. People sick in the head. And clearly he's sick in the head. So y'all can get mad or y'all want to say, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, but whatever. All right. Candy is just coming out, y'all. I find it to be ironic and how convenient it is for her to do that. Candy Rare said she believes Nene called her a racial slur may have been due to her jealousy of Candy's relationship with Bravo. Why does me having a show means anything against her? Y'all know her restaurant and her show is sucks, right? Like her show ain't doing too well, and her restaurant's not doing too well. And it's crazy. I was looking at people in the I was looking at what somebody said in the comment section, like, oh well, Nene's always been jealous of Candy. It's deeper than that. I ain't gotta tell y'all the history of why people are the way they are to Candy, but it's deeper than that. Trust and believe. Let's hear what she had to say.
I've seen her say all kind of stuff. Like she was when she called me this right here pissed me the off. Oh, wait, can you say that? Yeah, go do you. That shit pissed me the off when she was she said somewhere call me a coon or something like what? Like that right there, that's when I was like, okay.
But how can you even what?
How?
A black woman calling another black woman that?
How? I don't know whatever is going on with her situation with
First and foremost, this is not unbelievable of another black person calling another black work person the C double O N word. Y'all do that all the time. Okay. So this is not unbelievable. Now, if you know what Candy did and why Candy was called that word for, you understand why she called her that word. But I'm not condoning calling anyone the C double O N word. I'm not condoning it, but sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade. And Candy, girl, you're a spade.
Work. I, you know, that's to me.
Did you ask her? Did you ask her
what?
Because that's so far
for
crazy.
what?
Like, why would you say that type of thing?
If we don't communicate, and those are the type of things that you put out in the atmosphere, well, I need to waste my time talking to you anymore. That's just how I feel about it. But at the end of the day,
but see, and you notice that she can't even explain or she can't even ask Nene why she said that because she know why Nene said that. She know why. Nene didn't just say it because of a boss. Nene didn't just say it because she's jealous of her or mad that she has a show or anything like that. This was off an action that Candy took that was specifically against her and let's just say Portia. So she can't even sit up there and say that Nene was wrong. And like I said, it's not okay to call somebody that, but you gotta call a spade a spade. And even Candy knows that a spade is a spade. So she can get mad if she wants to. Nobody say you can't get mad. You're allowed to get mad, but you can't say and you can't play victim when you're the reason behind certain people not being on the show anyway. Does that make sense? It is what it is.
But what would you, in your right mind though? Like, why would you even go there? I don't even understand.
What did you make her?
What did you do?
I didn't do nothing to her, and that's the crazy.
She didn't do nothing to her. Okay.
Thing. Like, I think she was having her own issues with the network, right? And that was very public or whatever. But I don't know if because I have a better relationship with them, she had negative things to say about me, like took that negative energy towards me. And I'm like, I see things that her fans say, like they act as if I stopped her opportunity or something, like, or like, like I see them say stuff like, oh, like me having a show like that should have been her show. Why does me having a show do mean anything against her? Like, I've seen her say all kind of stuff. Like she was, what she called me this right here pissed me the up. Oh wait, can you say?
Yeah, go do you?
Yeah, that shit pissed me up.
Okay, so this video like start all over again. So it's deeper than that. She didn't just randomly call Candy that. Understand that. That's all that needs to be said. What you don't need to say everything about what's going on. What was said was said. I'm not saying that she was right for what she said, but she had her reasons for saying what she said. You get what I'm saying? It does get suspicious when the most boring housewife gets spinoffs. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say the most boring housewife. Is there anything else I want to talk about? No. Oh, this. I found this on the Lovely Teas Instagram. And I thought it was weird. It's not weird, okay? Prophetic. How about that? Prophetic. And mind you, I just watched The Last Emperor, which is about the last emperor of China. And it was just so many things that happened in his life that is like relatable still to this day. And I feel like we all are going to experience that kind of change like he did. He went from being almost seen as a god to being like, just people doing things to manipulate him, to hurt him, to make sure his life is continued, just make sure he didn't have any heirs and stuff like that. So, and I was watching this and I was like, there are going to be people, like, I remember watching the movie. I was like, people are going to experience this in the next few years with what is going on with this world. A lot of unprecedented events have happened. Okay. And I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like, people hadn't been warning about something like this happening. But a lot of unprecedented things have happened. So this happened in Japan, honey. It's an ancient Japanese killing stone. Okay, this whole Chris Rock and Will Smith thing is unprecedented. Cause it just don't seem like something Will Smith would do. I mean, it's not above Will Smith to slap a shot at anybody. Don't get me wrong, but it's also not something he do on a normal day basis. So you have that happening right now, and it's just like right now, it just feels like we're in the twilight zone. And I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like it does not feel like we're in the twilight zone. It does. It started March of 2020. This twilight zone crap. Okay, it's just weird. It's weird. So it says an ancient Japanese killing stone, which is said to contain an evil demon that will kill anyone who comes into contact with it, has split in two, sending superstitious believers into a state of panic. The stone is located in the mountainous region of Tochigi, north of Tokyo, where visitors were given a shock over the weekend when they found it separated into two roughly similar sized parts, report The Guardian. It has been said that the rock was destroyed many years ago and the Buddhist monk exorcised the spirit from it before scattering across Japan. However, many Japanese people said it was always located on the slope of Mount Nasu, and that its evil spirit may have been resurrected, releasing a poisonous gas after it was found split in two by tourists over the weekend. Now, this was like a whole month ago. So they said weekend, it was weekend of March. Honey, ain't it weird that a lot of people been passing? It's weird. It's crazy. And I don't think this is a coincidence. And it made me think about those astral world demons that they still have not found. I said that. I know I said that as a joke and whatever. But it's like you do understand when you release spirits like that, they have to go somewhere. You have to be careful what energy you release, what spirits you release. You have to be careful. You gotta be careful what food you consume. That's why I'm pressed about the McDonald's chicken nuggets. You have to be careful about what you watch on TV. You have to be careful. It feels like we're living in times of judgment. I'm not getting preachy. I'm just saying. It feels like we're living in times of judgment. Okay? And it feels like, you don't want to be the one caught with your pants down in this. Okay? This is just not the time to screw up anything. And like I said, I was watching The Last Emperor, and it's just like it's just like it's the same energy from World War II. Like it was like the world started messing up with him before World War II. But it was like it's just so many omens of that things were changing, and the people around him didn't want to accept the change, and he didn't either. He was like, no, I'm the emperor. You don't tell me what to do, and blah blah blah. And it's like things, in order for things to change, you have to change. You have to change how you do things. Things can't stay the same. They have to change. So you want to change, there's some things that's going to change that might affect your entitlement, might affect your title, might affect how much you make, how much it might affect what class you're in, might affect your health. You know, some people are just blessed to have good health, and then, you know, all of a sudden they're not healthy no more. You know, like Bruce Willis, it's like you would think because he has been such an action star for so long, he would be in tippy top shape. But he's not. And so it's a change in tides. And this happens. What we're going through right now with the gas prices, with the economy, with the high food, that's part of the change. That's growing pains, y'all. It's growing pains. And yes, growing pains are supposed to be painful. We all know that when we went through puberty, that was pretty painful. So this is part of the change. This is part of the difference. I wonder if that rock split when World War II happened. That's what I wonder. Okay, there was a lot of, oh my God. You look back at World War II and what happened during World War II. World War II was bananas. And you look at this whole thing going on with Russia and the Ukraine, and I don't talk about that much because, girl, I just don't talk about that much. But it's just like we're going through a growing pain. In America, we're going to go through a growing pain. You know, what we're so used to and so comfortable with, it's not going to be anymore. Everything changed. And growing pains are very uncomfortable. This part of living. This is part of life. People who are powerful are not always going to be powerful. It was crazy because I did say on my podcast, I said this about Joe, and I misspoke when I misunderstood what he was saying. But now I understand what he was saying when he was saying that we might need, you know, y'all want to do remote work, which I'm trying to get into that. And he was saying that's not a good idea. He was saying that was not a good idea because we don't know how technology is going to go or what technology, because there's going to be a huge change in technology, okay? Just like we had that huge change in technology in the early 2000s, we're going to have it again. Not early 2000, in 2010, we're going to have another change in technology again. And sometimes part of that requires a power outage. No, people like the Lovely Tea has been talking about that as well. Power outage or the Wi-Fi not being able to work. We don't know how to live. We've been living for 10 years off of Wi-Fi. Kid you not. And so you always got to be prepared. And this is not a scare tactic. This is not fear mongering. This is just facts. You know, anything that's man-made is not going to always work. Okay? That's what needs to be understood. is that man-made things don't always work. Period. Wi-Fi is man-made. So there might be a time where we might have to go without power. So then what are you going to do for work when you don't have computers? That means almost everything is going to be shut down, right? Y'all going to have to figure out how to count money again. Y'all better learn how to add and subtract tomorrow because y'all might need it today. These are things you need. Y'all so used to the computer telling you how to do stuff. We're so used to the computer telling us how to do stuff. No, we stopped using books. Nobody read books anymore like that. There's a lot of knowledge in books. You better figure out how to read one before it becomes illegal. There's just stuff like that, it's like I said, with great change comes the growing pains. So do I see anything else that I kind of want to talk about? I don't think I have anything else I want to talk about. Let me see. Let me stop sharing. There are other things I want to talk about. Dang it. I'll be back on here to talk about them, but I don't want to spend too long being on here. I hope you guys have a beautiful Friday. Go outside. Okay, outside is not gone. I don't care what nobody has to say. Like, well, now outside is gone. Outside is still here. Outside is still here. Get you some fresh air. But be precautious if you're allergic to, certain type of flowers and stuff. Go outside. Enjoy being outside. Talk to a person without text messages. It just got cloudy. I don't like that. It was all nice and then it got cloudy. And now I'm in my feelings. So yeah, y'all have a nice, beautiful Saturday. Have a nice, beautiful Sunday. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I'm outie. Bye.